even if I explain. I explain, state, give examples, so you still won't understand me. So what I'll tell you, okay, fine, I'll work on it. I would say the only solution is to work on it, no matter what it is. Even if I sit and explain, even if I explain deeply, the only statement I have to use is, or the whole
that's what
the third party tell you to admit. You don't admit.
Yeah, you're talking about the like that's in the past. You're saying, and I'm like, I admit it, so you don't have to hit on it that you won't.
Okay, sure.
And then the thing is,
We really don't have a problem.
we don't have a problem. But listen, when I met you, no, when I no.
You are?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not. When I met you.
Quick-tempered. Very quick-tempered.
My God.
Very, very quick-tempered.
Do you know what quick temper is?
You are very quick-tempered.
Do you know what quick temper is? That's what you think.
Work on it.
I'm not quick tempered.
Fine, but work on it.
I'm not quick tempered.
You won't work on it.
I'm not quick tempered.
Fine.
But I'll work on what you. Yeah.
This is the second round there.
Yeah. You haven't.
Before you start
So if something happens and you get angry, what should I do?
No. That's, you don't understand one thing about me. Relax, man. Relax.
I won't talk again. Larissa.
I'll forget what I want to say.
Okay, talk.
One thing is, anytime I react to something, it's either, oh, at this point, bro, you're doing it too much. Because ever since you and I, bro, the first time I started talking to you, you were like, you're keen on communication. Like, you don't joke with communication. I was like, oh.
Did you give me the chance to communicate?
No, babe, wait. I'm like, babe, hold on. And I'm like, that's actually a good thing. Do you understand? Because my last relationship wasn't actually like heavy on that. And I told you, I was going to improve on my communication and then put my pride and ego aside because I've learned a lot from my mistakes. You get? Are you listening?
Of course I am.
So asking something happened, then you're like, okay, fuck it. Because he hasn't tried, even though maybe it's 50-50, he hasn't tried, so we try and try. I put that thing aside. That's why sometimes when you are giving attitude and things, I try to come and you bounce me. Sometimes you bounce me. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, you're not ready to talk now. It's not the first time. It hasn't been the second time, bro. Since I met you, this attitude has been on, off. You get? And the most important thing is you saying you work on it because that's what makes me react. Like, and the things you say. First, everything, this guy that used to get to you. Yeah.
Have you tried talking to Branko?
About what?
To ask him what I must we talk about?
What should I ask him?
We talk about him. Maybe you
and
from the
I
beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt like you guys were too close and the disrespect was too much.
That time it wasn't
You couldn't even stand it.
Toda Oshedin bi o mode light aye no wonran bi si ho a na bi sample say electrician no mtua ne kade kai say about domestic installation, industrial installation, commercial installation, solar panel installation, security camera installation, electrical fencing company papa omoye ne simple na ye fe a simple way electrical engineering omo boda form about down ho wiring nyina omoye ni nyina ma kama sia kakra bi ni nye adwuma ne ma o ye din the simple way electrical engineering. Francis here 0249 607839 and 0266 560669. Your Doko Pacific Oil Pay. Simple way electrical engineering. You break your money, you fair.
All right, so that is the diary session of Vandyke and then, Larissa. And like I was saying, Charlie, these two, they fight. And if I say they fight, it is not, fighting where somebody is raising, his or her voice. No, that is not what I'm talking about. If I say they fight, I'm like literally, they are always arguing. But then they chop love too more than any other couple in the house. In the night, when it comes to, doing lovey things, like when it comes to kisses in the house, I don't think that there is any couple that beats these two. But the same way, when it comes to fighting, I will give them the crown. So these were the issues that, came up during their diary session. The fact that they both feel the same. They love each other. But then when it comes to, each other addressing their problems, they all feel like the other sometimes doesn't listen. Like that was a mutual, a conversation that came up during their diary session. So for the fans of Vandyke and then, Larissa, it's like you people, it go be oosh, ash. But then as a couple, I think that they are strong. Yes, they are really, really strong, and then they can build on it. But Big Mama also had an advice for Larissa, because according to Big Mama, Larissa doesn't listen. Yes, according to Big Mama, Larissa doesn't listen because some of the things that, she has been telling Larissa, she's always still doing it. And that is something she know the bab. So Big Mama said that is something that she doesn't understand, because even before the diary session, she gave them 10 minutes to prepare for the diary session. The 10 minutes was up and Larissa was still not ready. And when it comes to, a third party involving themselves in their issues, Big Mama said that last week, Vandyke said he doesn't like this. So advised you to stop. But you see, even in public, you continue to do it. Yes, even in public, you continue to do it. And if you keep doing something that your partner doesn't like, it means you are indirectly, doing what? Like undermining your own relationship. And sometimes, because Larissa is always fighting with Vandyke, she doesn't get enough time to get to know her man. And that is the reason why she couldn't identify Vandyke in the lineup. But Vandyke was able to identify Larissa in the lineup. Big Mama also advised Vandyke that, look, it is good to be funny. It helps with your mental health, your stress and all that. But if your partner doesn't like it, sometimes relationship, building love from scratch is all about compromise. And so if she doesn't like it, you need to find a way to adapt and then meet your partner halfway. This is what Big Mama told Vandyke and then Larissa. Let me hear from you in the comment section. What do you think about their diary session? This is Loyalty TV Studios. Subscribe, like, share, and then put us on post notifications so that whenever we post, you get to see what we do on this platform.
Toda Oshe denbi omude light aye no ngwan bi si ho a na bi sample say electrician no mtua ne kade kai say about domestic installation, industrial installation, commercial installation, solar panel installation, security camera installation, electrical fencing. Company papa omoye ne simple na ye fe a simple way electrical engineering omo boda form about down ho wiring nyina omoye ni nyina ma kama sia kakra bi ni nye dwuma ne ma o ye din the simple way electrical engineering. Francis here 0249 607839 and 0266 560669. Your Doko Pacific Oil Pair. Simple way electrical engineering. You break your money, you fair.